Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Sabbath Talk. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about times to come a little bit. And I know I'm going to try to show some data all around the world. It's not like I'm some kind of conspiracy theorist, like people be wanting to say that about things. It's just really things to come because people really be trying to help. And people don't understand what's really going on here. As far as how detrimental and how close we are. And I'm going to show you in the Bible, in the book of Revelation, and show you that judgments are already happening on this earth. We're already there in Revelation, nice and deep, deeper than a lot of y'all would perceive. And I'm going to show you pictures, and I'm going to show you all around the world what's going on. And hopefully you can get this message. But most people, if you can go back about 4,000 years ago, or better, on the other side of 4,000 years, or 4,500 at least, somewhere up in there. If you ask an Egyptian about was Egypt going to fail, they'd have looked at you and said, "You got to be crazy." Even in ancient Rome, even in Persia, the Persian Empire during the time, the Greek Empire in the Bible, they all was great dynasties to a degree, but they all failed. United States ain't no different than no one. If you know your biblical sense of the Bible, you know what's getting ready to happen in this place, and and you can forget all what Christendom taught you about. It's just so blessed. This place is also a wicked place too. We always wanna, and we don't. I know it makes some people mad, but like I said, I put my blood, sweat, and tears in this nation. I got an honorable discharge behind me. I did 11 years of service in the United States military. So for somebody to start talking about I'm unpatriotic and this and that, ain't nobody. We know what happened, especially to dark-skinned Americans, and this nation hadn't even apologized for it. And that's why a lot of these judgments are coming to this country. It's because they hadn't dealt with it. And all those who had their hands in that are going to feel the repercussions all around the world. And some of them already done started. And I'm going to show you. It's bad out there. And you don't see it on our news. Like you don't know about the heat wave in China. Most people don't know. They're in a recession right now. Plants and stuff aren't open. They're closing. They done had world record heat there. Heat that has never been documented to be that bad in the entire history of time in China. And that people falling out on the streets. I watch videos, and the only reason I don't show videos because a lot of times you can get yourself a flag and stuff, and I'm not trying to flag them no more than what I already got. You know what I'm saying? But I'll just say this: do your research. And you're going to find out people in China passing out on the street. Some of them sleeping in parks because they don't have that type of temperature there, in the upper 90s or 100-degree temperature. They're not built for that. You know what I'm saying? When I was in Germany, a lot of the buildings didn't have AC in them because it gets hot there, don't get me wrong, but they deal with it. It's not like Texas hot, like with that humidity on there like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just bad. And people tell you prepare. Joe Biden come around, I think it's the 13th of December, when this digital currency goes into place. They're getting rid of money. It's me and it's already electronic. Cash App. You don't have to make no transaction. You just clicking on your phone. All that is digital money. They already got people prepped for it. And it's sad, but when it get too late, people are going to want to jump on a ship. The best thing about war is being prepared during the time of peace for war. You ain't going to make no preparation when time get bad. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. I'm for the touch into this, and I know this. Most of y'all out there, most of y'all sleep. Y'all looking for the next person to entertain you. When somebody trying to drop knowledge, you ain't trying to hear it. But it's going to be sad because you're going to fulfill all them prophecies that the Bible say. You know, it tells you in Second Ezra, is in the apocryphal portion of the Bible, how they're gonna go door to door by the sword, and they're gonna pillage and rape. Cause see, police ain't gonna be able to do nothing. And you know, people don't know about FEMA camps and guillotines, but they know all about what Kim Kardashian did or what last thing Kanye said. You know, it's a bunch of foolishness. And looking to be entertained and laugh, but it ain't gonna be funny when the food run out of your house. And most people don't even have 30 days of food in their house. And canned goods and all that is about to be a shortage. But I'm going to show you all over the world. Those that stick through this, I hope you get something out of this. But I'm going to show you that we well into Revelation. And Revelation is taught by so many people wrong. It's pathetic. Some people look at it like it's a novel to a degree that it just happens in a row. Some things, it's just like this. John, when he was on Patmos, he was writing what he saw. But you know, stuff was happening simultaneously. Just because I put it in this row doesn't mean that, and you trying to keep up with the event. This happened next. Wait, y'all. Let me get this one then. What's the next thing happen? He wasn't writing it like that. He was writing it as he saw it. So quit putting it in a format like that. They don't have to go into direct. It's like reading the Bible. If you read the Bible from beginning to end like a novel, you don't get a whole lot of it. You know, that's the depth of the Bible. But let's go ahead and get into it. Revelation chapter 6, verse 1. And it says, "And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and heard, as it were a noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering, and to conquer." Second seal. War. Okay, I'm gonna jump. Matter of fact, I'm gonna jump to. Okay, I want to start saving some time because I don't want this to be too lengthy. We're gonna go to Revelation, chapter 6, verse 5. "And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat upon him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard the voice in the midst of the four beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see, thou have not the oil and the wine." You know, the thing about it is, this is basically dealing with inflation. You know, because we printed so much money during the pandemic, you got a particular party in giving billions and billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine to help fight that situation in Russia, that inflation has came because you're not replacing that money. You just keep printing money. I was in Bosnia in 1996. I was there after Bosnia fell. I remember being a soldier out on guard duty and seeing their money blow in the wind. I would sometimes pick it up and look at it. I brought it for souvenirs. I got some somewhere of Bosnian money. It was worth nothing, just the paper it was printed on, because their system collapsed. You don't think that that's coming here? If you know your Bible, it's coming here. And we need to quit acting like this. Let me tell you something. First of all, I feel like I can talk about it because I lived in so many different countries. I've been in at least 12 or better. And I've lived in other countries outside of the United States, so I know how people move and operate in different places because I actually lived. I'm not going by what I heard. I'm going by me living there. I was a United States soldier. I was some everywhere, especially Europe. You know what I'm saying? Period. So don't come telling me about something that you don't know nothing about, because I got a lot of people, they want to hate and, you know, talking like they know. You can't go off of what the media say, and our schools have failed us. I've learned more out of school and better things out of school that pertain to life that are real and not some fake. You know, I learned that people ain't come from no monkeys and Darwin's theory. You know, all the Big Bang theory. And then notice they always put theory behind it because it ain't fact. That's why they still put it. No different than what some people say with the rapture going to happen, and they call it the left behind theory when they watch that movie. You know what I'm saying? I got plenty of teachers on that. So anybody want to go back and look at that, you can look at that and find out the truth about it. Because John Darby fooled a whole lot of people. That's the guy that the founder of the. Well, he wasn't the first, but he was the one famous for the rapture. Thinking people gonna be sitting up in heaven during all this time of famine and tribulation. That is a lie. Your pastor failed you. Your people. I got a full out document. I might just do another one. Just go real in depth. You know what I'm saying? To show you that it's a lie. Yahushua say, I pray that you take them not out of the tribulation. So that's something in his own self. So if the Son of Man, the Son of the Most High, the first begotten person made us creation from the Creator, which is his son Yahushua, says that, I'm going to believe him instead of Reverend Winslow and Pastor Goodo with that seminary/cemetery teaching. The vain traditions of men make God's word to none effect. That's all they do. Vain tradition at the end of the day. And I'm so sick of religion, it's ridiculous. This is why you can't pray a headache off yourself, because you're so watered down and in bull from going to some of these institutions. And when life really hits you, you don't even know how to bounce back. You have no insight, no knowledge of self. I know my entire history of my people from this Bible. I could bring myself up from ancestry all the way up until now with the Bible. I know where my people originated from. And everybody want to say, well, you slave ship. Not everybody came on no slave ship. That's another lie I taught to you. It was already people of color here. You better go look at them big old heads down in Mexico. See, the Africans was here way before Columbus. And go look in Columbus' memoir, and you're going to see that they were here. You got to quit going off this stuff that they taught you in school, because that is a bunch of baloney at the end of the day. Pork baloney, too, kind you ain't supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's just that, you know, it's talking about inflation there. It's going to get real, because that's what's going on right now. You go to Walmart, all you got to do is put about 3 things in there. You're a good $60 in. You know what I'm saying? You're a good $60 in. When you going up there, you get the flinching when you got a basket full of stuff, because you know you're looking at about 300. You know what I'm saying? Back when Trump was in office, it wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no promoter of Trump. Trump is Trump. Obama's Obama. Bush is Bush. Jimmy Carter was Jimmy Carter. So what? They was president. You know, they ain't here to be our buddies. They supposed to be here to lead the nation. But you got a person right here, right now, bringing you the digital currency, bringing you quicker to the mark of the beast. And I'm going to do a special teaching just on that, how they already putting their hand up under, basically it looks like a light, and you buy things with your hands. They're already doing it. They already got the card. They already got the card that goes around nowadays where everybody in China basically has this card. And the government done cut that card off. Go pull it up and do the research for yourself. I might do it for you later. Do the research for yourself, how they surrounding the main bank in China, how all them people surrounding the main bank in China want to kick the doors in because the government done cut them off. Because right now they're in recession. What you're not being told, and most of the factories ain't hardly doing nothing because the weather, and they're over there smoking. I might got a few pictures over there right now. You see, people don't understand what's really going, how bad it is. And the Most High is drying up these nations. Let me show you an example. Let's look at California. Let's look at California. They're in a water crisis. And they under a whole lot of restrictions right about now. Even from Malibu on, then hold on, let me find the article. Let's see, I don't want to get this video flagged. Let me see. Turn this off. Hold on. Let me see if I can find something. Cause the drought is right here in the U.S. The drought is right here in the U.S. I was talking about China, but I'll come back. I'll come back to the drought here in the U.S. But let's look at it. And what I want you to understand is, it's happening everywhere. Remember I was telling y'all about China? They're in extreme. They're in extreme. And it's all over the world. It's not even just. I can pull up Las Vegas. I was saying something about Vegas earlier. They're in an intense heat wave right now. Talk to anybody from Cali. They'll tell you, look at all these people trying to cool off and look what's going on around there. You know, look what's going on around here. All these fires and different things. These people, and go research it for yourself, because this is not what I want. I really came here for China, for the information on China. Now China hit by a long drought. Now it's been hot there a while, worst heat wave on record. You know what I'm saying? Worst heat wave ever on record. And it's causing havoc for all these electric vehicles. Look at China on the map over here on the right hand side. 70-day heat breaks several records. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even to the point. Let me get to some of the articles. Let me see if I can pull up an article too. I'll just pull up an article. Let's see all. Yeah, here's one right here. Let's see how this article looks. I was reading about that earlier. How their power supply is a third of it's gone because it's so hot. And they use water sources for energy, but all of them are drying up. Like you see, China's two largest freshwater. See where it say drying up right there? I'm reading under that. China's two largest freshwater lakes, Payang and Dongting, which hook up to the Yangtze River, noticed their lowest ranges since it started in 1951. The most important, Payang Lake in Japanese China, and with 12 meters, so it's gonna drop 12 meters. You know what I'm saying? And they have these hydropower. They take water and make power. These things are, the water's drying up. They don't even have the sources to even make electricity. So a third of their electricity is hurting. Now look at this lady. This lady don't look happy right here. This lady don't look happy. You know what I'm saying? And this is in Hong Kong. It says, for weeks now, a power crunch caused by record heat and accompanying drought, which was wreaked havoc across Sichuan, I think it is, a province home of 80 million people in southwestern China. It dimmed skyscrapers, shut factories, darkened subways, and plunged homes and offices into rolling blackouts, forcing air conditions to be unplugged, and thousands of poultry and fish and farm markets hit by the electricity cut. So right now, everybody got these electric meters on your house. They feel like if you're doing too much power, they can remotely shut you down from another location outside your house. Now you see these particular things, you think you're gonna be nice and cool and stuff, because they use water to make electricity. The water, the plants, that's just what I read. The plants are shutting down because they don't have power to operate the plants. The grid is being taxed that bad. You see the misery on this woman's face? That's going to happen in the United States. That ain't them. So get out your mind that it's them, because it's coming here. It's on its way. It's already here in a lot of ways. It's already here. Because California, look at pictures of Lake Mead. I'm gonna pull that up. I'm gonna pull that up. Las Vegas is running out of water. Arizona and California. All the particular things California have done, all this super liberal stuff, and guess what? I know I might ruffle somebody that's fellas, but the Most High isn't a liberal. To be a good believer isn't being a liberal, straight up. I know I might piss somebody off, but hey, it is what it is. See, the Most High, when He gives somebody a child, and I know I'm gonna piss a lot of people off, but it is what it is. He didn't make no mistake. Period. You get what I'm saying? And these people with these lax laws, they done took all of the creative. They to the point where they are took it out of schools. But on some of the county buildings, they used to have the 10 Commandments. They used to have "We the people" and "God we trust." You know what I'm saying? All those things are being removed from a lot of places. These people that don't believe. You know what my thing is? I tell you what. If you are a believer that don't believe in nothing, even when you say you don't believe in nothing, you believe in something. Because that's have a belief that you believe in nothing makes you have a belief. But my thing is, you can't prove it with no science that the Big Bang Theory happened from explosion. Go out there, put some gas in something, but be safe. Don't put a little amount of gas in something, and put it in a bottle or something, and blow up. Dig it in the dirt a little bit, and be careful or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And blow the dirt and see if it make a new creation off of explosion. Or do we come from monkeys? Our DNA is actually closer to a plant than a darn primate. The ignorance of men. No, to all this construct, this is amazing of this human body. Man mimic all this technology and make it look like he done something. You use Bluetooth every day. Your brain sends a signal to your hands, your fingers to move. That was the first Bluetooth and the best Bluetooth. You understand what I'm saying? Man, none of this technology is nothing to the Creator. You understand what I'm saying? Period. But you go and look at this, and you saying it's them. Oh, it's coming here. You got them electronic boxes on there, and you don't know how much China right now is in disarray because the people there, they got their little cards, because they get these government cards. See, some particular party in government. You got two main parties, Republican and Democrat, and I ain't gonna put which one, but right about now, some of them just want you to have to depend on them. What happens when I'm jumping around? I know I ain't even really got to, but I need to try to, before I just go Bible. I need to kind of show a few things because it grabs some people's attention. And the Euphrates River and stuff is drying up. The river in Cologne, Germany, the Rhine River is drying up. And how, and I'll show you why. Oh, that's the Euphrates River. That's way over there. But them angels that's going to get let out to come sting men in the last days, the last part of the last days, is going to be coming from that way. And that war, when you read about Armageddon, the river Euphrates got to be dried up so them tanks and stuff will pass for the last world war. But you ain't worried about that. But you'll be worried about that. And the funny thing about it, some of y'all might remember this, but it's gonna be too late. And that's the sad portion. Some of y'all don't have canned goods, don't have beans, right? Meat at some point is gonna be, because I'm gonna show you the list of meat producers. See, I'm jumping around too much. Let me stick, but I got this. I'm gonna ask for the most high to help me with these articles. But I need to show these articles to for man to see something. You know, now, right now, you vegetarian. You say, well, I don't eat meat. I ain't worried about it. I just grow my food, grow food. Now, this Sri Lanka, the ground zero for the UN's war on fertilizer. They want to starve the entire planet. Guess what? What happens when they can't use fertilizer? You think you're going to grow something? Like watermelon. Watermelon takes a lot of nitrogen to make watermelon. You got to have some clayish, nitrogen-filled soil if you're going to grow watermelon. You know how much food that ain't going to be made? Because y'all don't got no seeds, because half of them ain't listen to them. I show you seeds here all the time. I got pictures of my garden. I'm already in preparation, getting ready to grow a fall garden. This is just a few seeds lying around. You understand what I'm saying? I got a garden back there. Sure do. I got pictures if anybody want to. Man, I'm not one of the people that's talking and not doing. It says the global food crisis. I'm reading the article now. The global food crisis that we are watching unfold is no accident. It's planned out many years ago by the globalist entities such as the United Nations, which is waging war on the fertilizer inputs need to grow food. Now, I put this article. I hope that y'all can, and it's talking about growing foods. Like you see this main subject. I ain't gonna just keep on reading, but they're trying to get rid of fertilizer. Growing food is interfering with the Earth's nitrogen balance, claims UN. First of all, we didn't vote none of you jokers in there to do nothing for us. See, they want you to get independent on going to that store instead of you. Back in the day when you had your own chickens, you had your own cattle, you had your own produce, everybody bought it. What I didn't have, my neighbor probably grew, and we just traded. As long as if I was good at growing lemons, my neighbor should not want for a lemon. And if he grows, or if he has some meat, or he grows, lettuce, I should be. And see, as long as we had power, it kept us talking, it kept us intermingling. It kept us, but see, when they got us and they're making it look bad for you to have a garden to grow your, because what they don't want is to have, they want you to come begging when all this goes down. You see all them people out there protesting? Now go and read the article on your own, because if I just went into every little thing, this video would be 4 hours. You understand what I'm saying? But these people are trying to tell the UN to stay out of my business. You understand what I'm saying? But you vegetarians, you're not going to escape this. Because guess what? You don't grow a whole lot of things without fertilizer. It's going to take a lot longer if some of them even come. And so you won't be eating a lot of fruit because all Walmart had to do is close its door. How you going to get food if you can't go to Walmart or H-E-B? You ain't growing nothing. It's time to get go to the country, really. Where you can have some chickens, where you can have some livestock or something, because it's bad. Because at least you used to laugh at that little uncle or sister in the country or whatever, but they ain't in no short supply of eggs. I go on route, I go way in the rural places, man. I be seeing it's a dude sometime every now and then. That dude just set out a case of eggs, crate of eggs. You know what I'm saying? And them the best eggs, period. If I don't eat them by themselves, but I usually put them in something. But they the best eggs. You know what I'm saying? They fresh. He can always have eggs if he always have chicken. I don't think about it. In the bad times, we're going to have to fight to keep them chicken. Because some of y'all stomach going to be touching y'all back because y'all ain't even try to start implementing, saving stuff like, and stuff that don't go in the refrigerator. Don't go buy all the meat in the thing, because see, when a rolling black ice cover, unless you're going to have a big barbecue and supply half the neighborhood, because you're going to have a refrigerator full of maggots. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about have some food also stored as dry goods like rice, like beans, like peanut butter you can shelf for a while. A few canned goods give you, buy you some time. Not that, okay? Because actually you'll be looking like you'll be looking like that lady was when they shut your power off. You'll be looking just like that. And it's saying, look, distressed farmer shares video of livestock dying by extreme heat. So let's go and click on it for a few minutes. I'm gonna try to do less than 30 seconds. Hopefully this thing can go in there. See, first thing you always get is but this is on CNN. But I don't want to get no copyright problems. But come on, man. Then they make a long commercial. If they would just get to it. Well, we invested this much. This gonna suffer with me for a little bit. And it's the worst rap I ever heard. There you go. Look.
Of dead poultry at a chicken farm in Sichuan, China, and the farmer is devastated.
That's not only her livelihood, but that's your livelihood of eating. Man, this is rap. China's bigger than the United States for its people. It's sad. I bet you don't think it's coming, but I got plenty of proof that it's coming. And you better start paying attention because it's getting ready to be bad. They sabotaging food. You know what I'm saying? Food shortage. But let's look at the United States real quick. Then I'm gonna get back to the biblical sense of it. The Most High say the same. Here are groceries you might be missing on shelves due to food shortages in this year. Okay. If you've been to your local grocery store with empty shelves, this is like South Carolina, not so much here in Texas, because you know we grow everything, we getting it in. This is the capital, baby. You know what I'm saying? We doing good. Greg Abbott, you all right with me? But anyway, not saying he perfect. It says, but if you've seen local grocery stores with empty shelves, you are not alone. Food shortages are hunting in 2022. March 24th, 2022, President Biden warned of food shortages due to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. It's going to be real, he said, of food shortages. The price of these sanctions is not imposed upon Russia. It's imposed on an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well. So, yeah, you know why? You know why it costs? Because you're going to go stick your nose in somebody else's business, and you sending trillions of dollars in weaponry, over there, and you made our inflation go up. That's why it's hard to, when you go to the grocery store and even look when it's time to ring up, you over there looking like, man. I see the somber looks on people's face when they in a Walmart or they in HEB. How some of them thinking like, man, I hope I make it to work next week on this gas I got, because man, I chose to get that extra couple things. You know what I'm saying? This is some real talk right now, real spit, like we say. Boom. Now this is in the United States, but I'm gonna scroll down and show you some stuff. My computer going slow. Ain't nothing but Hashiton or some person that watches my videos that's tracking me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you just like this. If I had to do this video 100 times, this video gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? Now my computer been out fine all day, but once we start getting to the meat of stuff, but they giving you the different reasons why. Okay, listen. Come on. Okay. Okay, let me scroll this way, because dairy, it said dairy might be short this year. A combination of expensive crops to feed livestock and chickens combined with high transportation costs and shortages of packing material, especially plastic. So we short on plastic to even put the stuff in. It's going to raise milk and make it more higher. And you're going to have a problem with cheese and all these other things. Okay. An egg shortage. Here's another one. It might be an egg shortage. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Sorry, vegans. Plant-based proteins may be in short supply this year. Here we go. You might see shortages of fruit, vegetables, and goods made with produce. From crop failures, thanks to climate change, the supply chain issues, certain fruits and vegetables may be scarce in supply. You see what I'm saying? It just goes on and on and on. Canned goods. Low availability of aluminum. Aluminum, the metal, is hard to get, so it's hard to make canned goods. You know, pet food shortage, bottled water, and soda shortages may occur. Eventually, it's coming here, and you're gonna see that tag, one per household. Now, how you gonna? Some of y'all with bigger family. I'm an older brother. I'm 52. I don't have any grandkids at this point, as far as, out of my loins. I'm gonna say that. Out of my loins. So I'm still at a point where it's more me, But not that I don't do for my adults, because I got all adult children. So, it's a little bit easier, but yet I still take care of it. Okay. I always do. Paper towels, paper goods, noodles. It's the shortest pasta already. Booze, eventually, the liquor, due to low supplies of glass and bottling. So booze will be infected, and it keeps going. Packing materials, it's the gift that keep on giving. So I'm about done with this article, but I just really want to show y'all a little bit what I'm talking about, showing you how this thing is lining up. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about the meat processing company, then I'm gonna jump back into that. I want to, the ones that's not gonna stay around and hit the Bible too hard, go ahead and show you that it's coming to the United States, and us that's gonna follow it, to show you the mindset that we got to start getting into. Another major food processing plant closes among long list of closures across the U.S. Another U.S. food processing plant will be closing down in Campbell County, Tennessee, as all closures are a few months, as closures over the few months hit a record high. So, you think that I'm gonna go ahead and crawl. Now, here's a list. I'm gonna start at 1, but I'm not gonna go through either. Let me see if I can blow this up for y'all. Put a little bit more. Yeah. Now you see all these Nike tennis shoes right here that they advertise. 1, 11/21. Okay, starting from 21. They start from 21. But I'm gonna work my way down. This jump was let's get it in this year. That's cool, but we're gonna go. Okay, an overnight fire on the January the 7th, 2022, Hamilton's Mountain. An overnight fire destroyed them. Okay. Now, firefighters worked 12 hours to put out a fire at this particular plant right here, Cargill Neutrina plant in Louisiana, right? A fertilizer plant with 600 tons of aluminum nitrate inside caught on fire at Cherry Street, Winston-Salem. And if you pay attention, I think it's 23 uh, fertilizer plants have mysteriously caught on fire. Y'all better get them seeds and stock up on some fertilizer, because I'm gonna tell you, and it's better to get you a small greenhouse. It's only a couple $100. Well, because man, the way they spraying these clouds and stuff, one could with these chemtrails, one could really do some damage depending on what will come out these planes. And that's all I'm gonna really say. One could, allegedly, but I don't want to get no smoke for getting this video banned. You understand what I'm saying? But you want to start growing, and you can grow things in buckets. If you live in the city, you can grow tomatoes in 5-gallon bucket, like a Home Depot bucket. You can grow tomatoes in that bad boy. You can grow several things in it. You don't need an actual garden, but you're gonna have to have a way to sustain yourself. Because when you can't go to HEB to buy food, and do each one of them places that close down just drives the price up higher and higher because you have more demand than supply. Okay, now a fire broke out. Notice how all these places, these fires, right? You know what I'm saying? Think that this man, y'all better start trusting these people. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to November because I really hope that they'll change that congressional situation, because I really think you need a balance. You can't have two of them. You can't have Democratic Congress and a Democratic president, because they're gonna make all these soft laws and all this foolishness and put everybody to where they want to give you, and got you to the point you don't want to work for it no more. And the people going out there to work and get up in the morning to pay their taxes and come into this construct, guess what? Not to mention how many agents that he buying and supplying supplying the IRS workers with guns. They're gonna be able to come out and to your house and come straight to you at some point. Y'all better vote these jokers up out of there. Y'all better start writing these companies. If they don't vote how y'all, have a collective, man. Take people to the polls. It's time to stop trying to vote a ticket on support a party that ain't. I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look dead in the camera. I'm gonna say this. I could say this, and I know I'm gonna piss some people off. Really, I'm an independent. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. But what I can say about Democrat is, see, I used to think, because you black, you vote for, and Biden. If you ain't vote for me, then you not black. Really? Who freed the slaves? Was the Democratic Party? Wasn't the Democratic Party the KKK? The leaders of it was in the KKK. Especially when you deal with them Gores. Al Gore's higher than Al Gore's father, different, all up in there. How they used to make you vote Democrat in the South. They wanted you to vote that so they keep them good old boys. And like I say, they come to your churches. I done had many of them come to churches looking for your vote, get your vote, and crap on you. They the one making all these laws. Man, I'm gonna tell you, and the Republican ain't much of a better choice neither. But I'll tell you this: as we going right now, y'all gonna see real soon. Go and look at this executive order that President Biden is going to take effect on about currency in December 13th, and tell me he ain't bringing you to the mark of the beast. Y'all better vote what the party says. If you're going to participate in voting, you know what? The Most High, he celebrates life. And guess what? he would probably have more conservative values or closer to the Bible than liberal. I'm gonna say that because there ain't no such thing in the Bible. I'll put it like this. I'm gonna give another. In the Bible, some Israelites fell and give their child up to Moloch. They used to worship a deity called Moloch, and Moloch looked like he would always be sitting down and he'd have his hands like this. They'll make a big old thing. They used to have a big giant statue of. They would and he would have his hands like this. They would put their babies in his hand and set them afire to Moloch, to this fallen deity. They did that back then. Can show you scriptures on that. Nowadays it's done different. They call it Planned Parenthood. That's what they call it. Y'all better start voting to what this Bible say, because this nation is already gonna pay. The Bible tell you a nation started on bloodshed, gonna end in it. You know how many what they call African American Israelites that died for this country, building this country, and you can't even say you sorry. You just don't want to talk about it. You taking all the black identity out of schools, and you think something good gonna happen. I'm gonna make a special teaching to show you what you doing to them. The Bible, Revelation 13th chapter, I think it's the 9th or 10th verse. It said, "He that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity." And I'm gonna show you the days when they're gonna be in captivity. Edom is gonna be in captivity. But I digress, because this is only popping today. But I'm trying to get people to wake up. Quit thinking that these people that you voting in is doing the job, both sides, but especially on what's in the majority now. Y'all better wake up. Fertilizer plant, I already read that. I'm at 14. Massive fire swept through River Meats. Okay. At least 130 cows were killed at Percy Farm in Stowe. El Paso, Texas. Bonanza Meat Company goes in flame. What is going on? Nearly a week after the fire destroyed most of the sheared food plant in Hermiston, a fire had broke at U.S. largest soybean processing and biodiesel plant, Claypool, India. Early morning fire tore through milk parlor. All these particular places. And it goes on and on and on. Let's just jump down to 24. Okay, look how many chickens destroyed in the United States. Y'all remember that lady I just played the video of? But that was in China. This is in the United States. This is the third, March the 4th, 2022. 294,800 chickens destroyed. Okay. Nah, that was in Missouri. Nah, the same day, 644,000 chickens destroyed at Egg Farm in Cecil, Maryland. Do you not think that this stuff is organized? And just go ahead and read. Just scroll all the way down. Look at all this. This man saying ain't no way all that happened without somebody. Because, see, you got people like Bill Gates and want to do this research in Africa and all that. I'm going to be real careful, y'all, because I know I'm treading real good. Because they don't like you to say nothing about they so-called words, even though I fought to say what I want to say. But, this is their construct, the internet. I already been warned by using that word of this pandemic. So that happened. They think they got some type of. They try to silence you. But I'll tell you this. It's going to get bad. And I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to get back to the Bible verse. So, famine is going to hit. It's already, he's already opened that. In other words, a measure of wheat like a half a pint for a penny. Back when times was plenteous, all of a sudden now what you was buying is going to get in a smaller dose. Instead of buying this for this amount for $10, now this amount going to be $10. You know what I'm saying? Fourth seal, death. And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the beast to say, come and see. And I looked and beheld a pale horse. His name, I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, I'm teaching. Oh, it's okay. All right. I'll call you back. And power was given unto him, them over a fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, with hunger, cause you ain't gonna bait y'all. Not half of y'all ain't gonna grow nothing. You don't raise nothing. You know, think about, especially in them cities, the big cities. Think about what happens when a parent is watching their child starve to death. At some point, somebody gonna go get a banjo. You get what I'm saying? Somebody gonna go get a banjo, and I ain't talking about no real literal banjo. You know, I would go get mine just to show you what I'm gonna show you mine. Matter of fact, nah, I better not. Because then somebody might say, take me wrong. But I call my shotgun a banjo. And go and rob you because you were smart enough to save and do what you supposed to have did. And they going to try to cheat their way in. You know what I'm saying? But hunger and with death and beast of the earth. And because of this, people got to die because they're not going to be prepared. The fifth seal, martyrs. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altars of the souls of men that were slain for the word of Yah, for the word of God, and for the testimony which they held. Now, these are martyrs. Let me give you an example. Some of them, and you might say, well, you know, oh, see, I got to die. What you think Peter and the rest of the disciples, except for John, were all killed for the word? They wasn't raptured out and sitting up in heaven. And you think you're gonna be sitting up in heaven? Man, you tripping. Oh man, come on. I put the wrong thing. Forgive me, y'all. That I don't know what I done clicked on. Hold on. Okay, let me just bring up. Okay, let's just close that out. Okay, do you think they're gonna be sitting up in heaven while all this is going on? These people was down with the cause, Jack. They was at ground zero with Yahshua. Scary as hell. You want to die for something? Anyway, Revelation 20. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Revelation 20 and 4. And I'm going to jump back to that verse. What was I at? Verse 6. Now, these are for the mortals. Now, I'm going to read it and put it in order to show you something. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar souls of them that were slain for the word of God, of Yah, and for the testimony which they held. Now, let me go more in depth. I'm going to still keep with Revelation. Revelation 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and the judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of, as it says, that Jesus or Yahushua or Yahawashai, however you know him in the Hebrew, and for the word of Elohim, the word of God. Okay, God in English, Elohim, in Hebrew, and which had not worshipped the beast. This system, the beast is this system, this wicked system. Neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. They have received and reigned with Christ 1,000 years. Now, they got right now, all you do is put your hand up under the little thing and you can pay. Because your hands are like your fingerprints. Your way your vessels and arteries run and stuff are easy to identify. So you better just put your hand on. They ain't gonna put no chip in you right now. You walking around with a chip in this, in it anyway, because it's always there with you everywhere you go. And you can buy and sell for this sucker right here. Do it right there over the phone. Beep. Apple Pay, Google Pay. Now, they were beheaded for the witness of Jesus Christ. So just choosing all Yeshua, I could be killed for it. I could be I could be killed for it. Now, FEMA's billing code for death by guillotine is ICD 9E97. It is the code for legal execution. Hundreds of thousands of guillotines have been ordered. COVID-19 depopulation agenda. Now let's get a picture of that bad. So you know that it's already on the books. Let's get a picture of this smart guillotine. Boy, this bad boy chopping heads. Ain't my first time showing it. This bad boy chopping heads per hour, Jack. So they're going to be waiting. If you don't want this system, and because, it's people like Bill Gates think that it's too many people. And he'd been on record a minute today. You know what? I'm for to get my first iPhone here pretty short. The Most High say the same. Because I'm tired of supporting this construct, and you ain't doing but making this joker funding this joker and all this bull crap. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to start holding these people accountable. Now you see these FEMA, they all over the world. They all over the world, and you gonna die for your faith in the future. But this gonna be instituted. They already got it on the books. You ain't gotta believe me. Do more research about it. Do more research about it. Now look at here. Even in this article, I didn't even go to this article. Even for this article, I'm reading. Let me see if I can blow this up. I'm over here where. Look at here. I'm over here. I'm putting it at the top. It says, when he opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar souls of those which were slain for the word of God and the testimony that they held. We just deal with it. And he has the same biblical verses right here. This is told. These people are trying to tell you something. And I seen something as I was getting ready to click off of here. I'm reading this article. This is a pastor stood up talking about this. Obviously, let me see vaccines and weapons. The haves will be separated from the have not. That is having that is those having the jab versus those that don't. It will be enforced in Canada. Even now, a pastor's wife was taken into custody in Calgary police and taken into an undisclosed location, refusing to tell her husband or family where she is held. Also out of Canada, a distraught. Why, let me tell you something. You don't want these people in your business. It's time to vote these bums out, man. It really is. Because they getting fat, and they all probably had started out with good intentions, but they lying in them pockets, man. Y'all got to start voting these characters out of there, man. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to start voting these characters out. Even this dude even had. I'm going to have to go back and just fully read his. But it gives you, so you can look this number, ICD 9E97. Y'all look at that. Let's look at the images of it. You see that film? That guillotine, man. FEMA ordered hundreds of thousands of guillotines for American states, COVID-19 depopulation agenda. You see that in that purple writing? Y'all better wake up. Y'all better get them together. It's time for families to start having plans and get together and have a meeting place. Because y'all going to have to support each other. Y'all going to have to be your own police when this goes down. But they storing guillotines. FEMA guillotine. That's how people going to be having them heads gone. Shabbat always almost out. But that's I tell you, it's something else. Now let's get back to it. So that's how they gonna come. No FEMA guillotine. They're gonna be slain for the word, verse 10. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord? Holy and true doest thou not judge and avenge the blood of them that dwell on the earth. And white robes was given to every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a while, or for a little season, until their fellow servants also, their brethren, that should be killed as they were, so be fulfilled. So it's a time, this is still going on, and it's going to be going on. This is going to be going on in the future. The government don't like your religion, and you come on certain lists for what you believe in, guess what? Here you go. The have and have nots. Y'all better wake up. I already getting ready to starve. Y'all bottled water is getting a source. It's drying up all around us. You know what I'm saying? But let me go back. Verse 5. And it talks a bit, verse 6 actually. And I heard the voice of the beast, and the four beasts say, I have a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. Thou and see thou not the oil and the wine. Let me show you. Let me show you about this measure. Isaiah 3:1. For behold, the Adonai is Hebrew for Lord, or Adawam in the Lashawan Kodesh Hebrew. Okay. For behold, the Adonai, and it says there in English, Lord of hosts, or we can say in Hebrew, Yah Sabaoth, okay, which means, well, Adonai Sabaoth, okay, Adonai is Lord and Sabaoth is of hosts, okay, so that's who's speaking here, Yahuwah Sabaoth, okay? And it says, do it take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay of the staff and the well stay of bread and whole stay of water. You see, it's coming. Basically, when the Most High is getting ready to take some people down or get something out of people, see, he will start withholding blessings. Now, everybody's bread been a certain way, some years ago when it wasn't that much. And you can buy a pack of steaks and it wasn't nowhere near the price. The staff that held all that up, is being broke. Now, you have all these fires. You have all these situations where livestock are dying and stuff like that. The prices getting ready to get high. That's by design. The Most High is going to let that happen. Because guess what? The wicked people are doing it. They ain't having all them fires for nothing. How you think them fires? You don't think people ain't orchestrating that type of stuff? Man, you better wake up. Because let me tell you something. This country will do things you never thought they'll do. And you better start paying attention to them executive orders like Joe Biden doing with this digital currency and them with this. Then they got one in Georgia to be able to chop your head off and keep your body alive for his organs by the FEMA guillotine. They already got that in place. Look that up. Now, I want Ezekiel 5:16. Still dealing with all this inflation and tough time. And I will send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be their destruction. And I will send to destroy you, and will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. The system that you making that you depending on to get food, the Most High say He's gonna break that up. 17. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and the pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, Yah, have spoken it. I, the Adonai, have spoken it. Man, I'm showing you examples of when that happened. It happened to ancient Israel. The Romans besieged in Masada, Israel. They seized the Israelites right before 70 A.D. They besieged them. They wouldn't let nobody in. They wouldn't let nobody out. They wouldn't let food come in. And it got so bad that the Israelites were eating their own children. And it told you that way in the law. It warned them of that because they went away from the laws of the Creator. This is why all this is coming. It's happening to men because people, and you got preachers out there that don't even teach what they should be teaching no more. They too busy trying to line their pocket. Preach for hire. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask nobody for a dime. You know what I'm saying? Money's gonna get tight. I'm showing you. Ezekiel 14:13. Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then I will stretch out my hand upon it, and I will break the staff of bread thereof, and I will send famine upon it, and I will cut off man and beast from it. See, the Most High can make that ground not produce. You know how many cornfields, because of the extreme heat and all that. Like in China, they couldn't grow their food because it was extreme heat, killed up all their food from growing. You know what I'm saying? Even the land will be bust up. And that's all. I'm going to go to Revelation 19 chapter. I'm going to buy a little time. I had another verse, but I'm going to buy a little time. This video going to be long, so y'all bear with, because I even got about monkeypox. I can show you that monkeypox is in Revelation 2. We already there, showing you the particular thing. Might have to make this a 2-part series the way this thing going. But I'm loving it. Revelation chapter 9, verse 13. The sixth angel sounded. The sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar which was before Yah, saying, the sixth angel which had the trumpet loosed the four angels which were bound in the great river Euphrates. Now, the great river Euphrates, let me go ahead and read 15. And the four angels were loosed, that's under the great river Euphrates, right? Which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay a third part of men. So when these fallen angels are relieved, you got to read the book of Enoch to understand, or Kanuk in Hebrew, to understand this, okay? And the half of y'all don't even know. You look in Jude chapter 1, I think it's verse 6, he's quoting out of the book of Enoch. Okay, you also need the book of Jasher or Yasher in Hebrew, which will tell you in the Bible. We got to stop. We got to do some studying. Men of the Most High that's really studied. You understand what I'm saying? Find one. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't got to be me, but find one that's going to teach you proper understanding, because it is a bunch of bull that's being out there. It's just about lining up pockets. The fourth of the angels were loose, okay? And they're going to kill a third of men. 6 billion, that's 2 billion going to die. Just from them being let loose from the Euphrates River. It's a prophecy in the last days talks about how in the last days the Euphrates River is going to dry up. And them angels that's up under there. But while I'm touching on, I better stay on. I'm going to stick on topic first. Now, you see the Euphrates River just off this video. I ain't even hit play. Look at that. Now, this river goes through 4 different countries. Let's get some pictures instead of, see if I can do it this way. Can I get pictures without? I guess I'm going to have to do it like that. I just want the images. Let's see if I can do it this way. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all got to know that Bible prophecy is right in front of you. Look at that, boats getting stuck. Time to wake up. That's in Turkey part of it. It's not just there. See, water is a commodity that's getting short. It's not just there. It's the Cologne, Germany, the Rhine River. I used to stay off the Rhine because I was in Baumholder. The Rhine River runs right by Baumholder. Look at that. That thing can't even float. See the little buoy? It ain't enough water to make it float. Look at all that dry land coming up. You know what? Because these people have done this. Look at drought everywhere. Drought photos are everywhere. Let's do Texas. Now you can see the dinosaur track. It's done dried up that bad. Look at that. See the giant dinosaur? A dinosaur walked through it. They would have never knew the tracks under that if that river ain't dried up. It's right here in Texas. It's hard to grow stuff in this. You know what I'm saying? Let's get Cali. Yeah, it's happening here too. Lake Mead, we all definitely get that. See if we can find something in Cali. I don't know why they put this unrelated stuff. Look at the water level on this picture. Look where the dark, that's where it used to stop. Right where the dark start, the water used to stop there. Look at that. Look how the earth is drying up. Let's just look at that. Look at here. Same picture. Look. Look where it look. How your livestock gonna eat when they don't have nothing vegetation to eat because everything drying up? It's so hot everywhere. Look how this used to look versus now. Same road. Look at that. It's time to start storing food, ammunition, perishable, non-perishable stuff. It's time. Look at this. This is India. All around the world, water's drying up. You know what? And a lot of it is judgment because man has become wicked. And also it's a little payback for what? I'm going to look at, let me put in Lake Mead real quick. For you people in Las Vegas, I'm sure y'all know already. But somebody ain't seen what's going on. This here in the United States. Hoover Dam drying up. Look at that. Look how that used to look. You see that? In the 80s, it looked like that. Look how it look now. Look, the tip's supposed to just stick out. Look how it look now. They ain't gonna have water in Arizona, parts of California, and look at that. And I'm gonna just stop it here because I got too many verses left. Too many. But I want to show. I'm gonna show you monkeypox in the Bible. I'm gonna show you so much that the Bible is saying in the last days is gonna happen, and it's happening. And it's all because men have sinned and won't repent. You got nations that they're messing over God's jewels, which is Israel, which is some of what you call African Americans over here. Won't even apologize. Things such as like mega evils. No justice in those things. You got to know that the Most High says that let me go ahead and get it. And I'm gonna end it here because it's gonna be a 2-part series because I did too much talking. Again, I don't like to make videos too long because I know our time is valuable. And if we try to cut the video and leave it for later and try to come back, life happens and stuff happens days later and you ain't gonna remember all what was said in the first one. So it's best to get it all in one shot. Let's deal with your brother. Okay, no, not Revelation is what I want. I want the book of Malachi, 4th chapter. For Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. Just like that heat wave in China, Just like what's it's causing all this drought. Animals are dying, food, and each day something else is happening. It's dwindling the food supply. And it says the day shall come, and I didn't even show you the fires in Europe. You know what I mean? Wildfires in Europe right now, that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And it says the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen to them. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Adonai Sabaoth, Lord of hosts, and it shall leave them neither root or branch. Well, when something get burnt from the root, from the branch, from the top of the tree all the way into the earth, the roots burnt, that means it ain't coming back. But unto you that fear my name, so you ain't got to worry about it. For the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. Especially for us, our bodies is tired, we're going to need that healing. And ye shall go forth up and grow like calves in a stall. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I do this, says Adonai Sabaoth, Lord of hosts. You understand what I'm saying? It's a day for the foolishness to stop. It's time to prepare. It's time to quit wasting money, trying to look good. It's time to stop all this foolishness. You know what? I just showed you stuff from all around the world. And it's going to happen to you because China supplies the United States with so many products, but those factories aren't open. When they start selling out all the things that in the warehouses, guess what? Them shelves going to start getting empty because them ships that's bringing products from China to here that ain't going to be hardly bringing nothing. Guess what? You're going to be out of a lot of these phones and products and stuff. If you're going to need a good phone. You're going to need a good phone. You need to go and get one pretty, I ain't rushing you, but get one pretty soon. And if you're going to, and it's definitely time to start getting non-perishable items. It really is. And to start making preparation with bullets and getting with family members and have a plan in the last days on how you gonna make it through these tough times. And start getting more conscious in what these politicians are doing. Because this is senseless. And all them factories ain't burning up by happenstance that I told you. Wake up. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Thank you for watching.